Breaking news just coming in. There is a sensational twist in the Sushant Singh Rajput death investigations and the alleged investigation into drugs by the Narcotics Control Bureau. The name of a top Bollywood A-lister, Deepika Padukone, is now coming in connection with drugs, and this is a case that is now being investigated by the Narcotics Control Bureau. India Today now gets you details of a WhatsApp chat allegedly between Deepika and one of the managers of Sushant Singh Rajput. We'll also get you another conversation that is taking place between Shraddha Kapoor and a manager and another actress in Bollywood, Sara, and her conversation with an alleged drug peddler. Take a look at some of these conversations that we are now putting out on your television screen. But the biggest story at this point of time, Deepika Padukone and Deepika Padukone's name in connection with drugs in Bollywood. India Today has accessed this conversation, a chat between Deepika and her manager Karishma, where Deepika is allegedly asking for mal and hash. We are now being told that Deepika's manager, Karishma, has been summoned by the Narcotics Control Bureau. The question remains, will the Narcotics Control Bureau then summon the Bollywood A-lister, Deepika Padukone? And we are now being told that several other names of top Bollywood stars are now being investigated. And I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Vidya for more on this. So Vidya, give us details of this WhatsApp conversation between Deepika and the manager Karishma. Is there also any corroborative evidence at this stage?
Well, at this moment, the chats are the one on which, the NCB has really based its entire investigation on. In fact, it has been saying very clearly that because it actually has many names, but because there is some bit of crucial evidence that they have, which is in the form of chats. Remember, this is how Riya Chakravarti also went into the net of the NCB after chats really came out with regards to drugs that were found on the mobile of not just hers, but many others as well, which is the reason why this entire issue really came about. And remember, during this entire remand that was being sought by the NCB of Shovik, or be it that of judicial custody and that the rejection of bail, NCB kept saying that, this is a wider net, there is a big drug syndicate that we need to investigate, and which is the reason why these people should not be given bail. And that's the reason why Riya Chakravarti and Shovik are still behind bars. In fact, there's a application has been filed by the NCB today before the Mumbai Sessions Court asking for Shovik's custody again. They want Shovik and Dipesh Sawant to be brought back to the NCB office to be interrogated for
Shovik,
the further investigation.
Yes, I'll come to Shovik in just a moment. But Vidya, for the moment, yes, Vidya, for the moment, let's concentrate on Deepika. We know for sure that this Deepika that NCB is talking about is Deepika Padukone. Have the mobile numbers been corroborated by the NCB? Her conversation with her manager seeking mal. Now, how does the NCB know that the mal that she's talking about are drugs and nothing else?
Well, at this point, because the investigation that NCB has done is with reference to a chat, which does obviously refer to, because Karishma is not just talking to Deepika Padukone, but others as well. And there are other people as well whose chats have mentioned mal. And as Kangana Ranaut has been pointing out, and in fact, in just a tweet, she just tweeted about how the rich have actually been asking for the mal hai kya from their managers for a very long time. So, in fact, this entire issue that the NCB is really looking at right now does have some bit of corroborative evidence that they do have, is what the NCB is claiming. Obviously, it will take a very long time before the charge sheet will be filed in this particular case and the entire trial will really begin. But at this moment, the investigating agency is very sure that what it has on its hand is a good enough evidence and that they will be able to corroborate it with other statements. And remember, the statements of Riya Chakravarti and others as well, which is the which forms the basis of this entire case, includes their names as well.
Fair enough. Do we have a reaction from either Deepika Padukone or those who handle statements for her?
Well, as of now, no, sure. In fact, Gaurav, at this moment, they certainly will be looking at the legal options before they can really, it is certainly a big wide net that the NCB is looking at, and they will be summoned for sure. But right now, no summons have been issued to Deepika. There have been summons issued to Sara Ali Khan and others, but at this moment, since the summons have also not been issued, so at this moment, they will be looking at the legal options, consulting their lawyers as well before they can really revert and give a reaction to it, which we have seen in many other cases as well. But at this point, yes, they'll have to really tread very carefully before they really let out much. At this point, no, they have not reacted, but it is expected that
this
before
is
the NCB
absolutely sensational, Vidya.
They will really look into this.
Yes. This is absolutely sensational. Deepika Padukone is a Bollywood A-lister, and her name allegedly being taken in connection with the drugs investigation by the Narcotics Control Bureau. But apparently, Vidya, it's not just Deepika Padukone, it's also Sara Ali Khan, and it's also Shraddha Kapoor, I believe. How are they linked as part of these investigations?
Well, the NCB sleuths had very clearly said in all the investigations so far, if you look at the entire way this entire investigation has proceeded, is the way that they have actually gone on to the drug peddlers first. The syndicate has really been, from the ground, those who are supplying. And in their mobiles, there were conversations that they found, not just of these particular A-listers in Bollywood, but also of many others. So they zeroed in on the kind of conversations that they needed to look into, and then these statements were being taken. And remember, statements before the NCB under the NCB Act are actually admissible in court. So whatever statements given by Rhea Shovik or others, even the drug peddlers in this particular instance, are actually admissible in court. So that is the reason why it is very important the statement that they collect should have their names.
Stay with me for a moment. There's more breaking news coming in. Has hit out at Deepika Padukone. Take a look at this breaking news, this information that's coming in, where Kangana Ranaut has targeted Deepika Padukone for the alleged drug link. Kangana Ranaut has tweeted, and I quote, "Repeat after me, depression is a consequence of drug abuse. So-called high society, rich star children who claim to be classy and have a good upbringing, ask their manager, Mal hai kya?" Unquote. And this now, Vidya, is a big fight in Bollywood between A-listers Deepika Padukone versus Kangana Ranaut. And this is Kangana Ranaut openly targeting Deepika Padukone.
Certainly. In fact, Kangana has not really spared any bones. If you look at this, be it the drug issue with regards to Rhea or now the big names that are coming out, Kangana has always been stating as to how drug abuse has been happening in Bollywood. And in fact, although a lot of people have alleged that she too herself is involved in this, but she has always been saying that you can test, you can check this out as well in case you want to do it. But right now, what needs to be investigated is the syndicate that has been working in Bollywood, supplying drugs to everyone, including the A-listers in Bollywood. And it's an open secret in Bollywood that everyone does, use the drugs, which is the reason why this entire investigation by the NCB is of prime importance at this juncture.
This indeed is, Vidya. Stay with me for a moment, Vidya. Don't go away, because we want to talk in greater detail about this drug syndicate that allegedly provides drugs to Bollywood A-listers. Who are the other A-listers? And this is now becoming sensational and more sensational by the minute. I quickly want to now bring in our entertainment editor Sushant Mehta for more on the story. So Sushant, you've read what Deepika Padukone's, the investigations into her name coming in, and Kangana Ranaut's tweet where Kangana Ranaut has said, "Repeat after me, depression is a consequence of drug abuse. So-called high society, rich star children who claim to be classy and have good upbringing, ask their manager, Mal hai kya?" This is downright personal, and it hits where it hurts.
You know, Gaurav, Kangana has attacked Deepika Padukone repeatedly. This repeat after me phrase was coined by Deepika Padukone soon after Sushant Singh Rajput passed away, and there was all sort of talk, and it's been well established that he was suffering from some mental issues. A lot of psychiatrists have spoken on it, but their statements are available with India Today. But Deepika Padukone basically used to post some motivational quotes writing, "Repeat after me." Deepika Padukone herself has been sort of a brand ambassador for mental wellness, but Kangana was repeatedly attacking Deepika Padukone. As she said, she had dismissed the depression theory. She said that I completely dismissed the depression theory. Sushant Singh Rajput was murdered by the industry because he was pressured. And today, once again, and after Kangana repeatedly attacked Deepika Padukone, Deepika actually stopped tweeting. She stopped tweeting those motivational quotes, which began with the phrase, "Repeat after me." So today, Kangana has used the same term, again a jibe at Deepika Padukone. Now that some messages have come forward, she's saying that these actresses or high society, high class A-listers ask their own managers, "Maal hai kya?" and then they talk about depression. So, I mean, depression just is a consequence of drug abuse. But remember, Gaurav, as Vidya was saying, it's so ironic and interesting. There is a parallel investigation done by the Mumbai police, which is going against Kangana Ranaut herself, because she admittedly was a drug addict when she was a teenager. Now they are probing what Adyan Suman said about her, whether she was taking hard drugs, cocaine. So all that is being probed. It just seems like, and you know that Bollywood has had a history with drugs, from Sanjay Dutt to Fardeen Khan, who was arrested.
It actually exposes the dark, deep, perhaps dirty underbelly of Bollywood. It's now out in the open. Sushant, stay with me for a moment as I bring in India Today's Arvind Ojha, and Arvind is really in with the investigators, and Arvind gets us details that appear later, much later in newspapers, because he knows it first. Arvind, इस समय जो नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो की जांच चल रही है, उसमें दीपिका पादुकोण के सिलसिले में क्या निकल कर आ रहा है, और क्या इस बात की पुष्टि हो गई है कि ये दीपिका पादुकोण का ही मोबाइल फोन था जिस पर ये ड्रग्स की बातचीत चल रही थी?
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए गौरव, मैं आपको बताऊं उसके पहले मैं एक चीज आपको ऐड करना चाहता हूं कि मुंबई में ओपन सीक्रेट है कि बॉलीवुड के कई जो सेलिब्रिटी है वो ड्रग्स लेते हैं, लेकिन पहली बार ऑफिशियली अब कई नाम सामने आ रहे हैं कि एजेंसी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रही है। अब रही बात दीपिका की, तो देखिए जो इसके लिए आपको जया शाह को समझना पड़ेगा। जया शाह कौन है? जया शाह जिनका रिया चक्रवर्ती से व्हाट्सएप चैट आया था जिसमें सीबीडी ऑयल सुशांत को देने की बात हो रही थी। जया शाह क्वान कंपनी में काम करती हैं। क्वान कंपनी कौन है? जो बॉलीवुड के बड़े बड़े सेलिब्रिटीज से उनका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, बॉलीवुड के एक्टर और एक्ट्रेस से वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है। जया शाह से जब पूछताछ हुई तो उसके बाद करिश्मा का नाम आया। करिश्मा कौन है? क्वान कंपनी की मैनेजर है, जया के अंडर काम करती है, और करिश्मा का जो व्हाट्सएप चैट है वो दीपिका पादुकोण के साथ मिला है जिसमें ड्रग्स को लेकर बातचीत हो रही है। जिसके बाद कल करिश्मा से पूछताछ होगी, जया शाह से पूछताछ होगी और श्रुति मोदी से पूछताछ होगी। नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो के ऑफिसर्स ने इंडिया टुडे को बताया है कि इनसे बड़ी लीड मिलेगी, खास तौर पर जया शाह से। जया शाह से श्रद्धा कपूर का व्हाट्सएप चैट है, जया शाह से नम्रता शिरोडकर का व्हाट्सएप चैट है, जया शाह से रिया चक्रवर्ती का व्हाट्सएप चैट है। तो जया शाह एक बड़े प्लेयर के तौर पर कम से कम ड्रग्स कनेक्शन में नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो के सामने है। आज 4 घंटे की पूछताछ हुई है। जो नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो की टीम है उसने इंडिया टुडे को कंफर्म किया है कि दीपिका पादुकोण का करिश्मा के साथ व्हाट्सएप चैट है, और कल करिश्मा को पूछताछ के लिए सम्मन भेजा गया है। कल जो पूछताछ होगी करिश्मा से ये काफी अहम होगी
अरविंद, ये बताइए
के लिए भी और दीपिका पादुकोण के लिए भी।
जी, यही मेरा प्रश्न है। तो क्या करिश्मा से पूछताछ के बाद दीपिका पादुकोण को भी बुलाया जा सकता है जांच के लिए? पहला प्रश्न। और दूसरा, क्या बॉलीवुड के और बड़े नाम भी इसमें जुड़कर आ रहे हैं? क्योंकि कई इनिशियल सामने आ रहे हैं, कोई के नाम सामने आ रहा है, कोई एस नाम सामने आ रहा है। क्या इस पे पुष्टि हो पा रही है कि ये के और एस और डी कौन कौन है?
जी देखिए, मैं सबसे पहले आपको डिकोड ही कर देता हूं। डी मतलब दीपिका, एस मतलब श्रद्धा कपूर, के बारे में अभी बहुत विशेष जानकारी, के करिश्मा। जो जया शाह की हैं। और देखिए मैं सबसे पहले बताऊं, इंडिया टुडे वो चैनल है जिसने सबसे पहले, जिस दिन रिया चक्रवर्ती अरेस्ट हुई थी, सबसे पहले यह बताया था कि नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो की टीम ने एक डोजियर तैयार किया है जिसमें बॉलीवुड के कई सेलिब्रिटी हैं जिनका ड्रग्स से कनेक्शन है। तो इंडिया टुडे की खबर पर अब मुहर खुद नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो की टीम लगा रही है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, एस, जिसका आपने जिक्र किया, श्रद्धा कपूर। आज श्रद्धा कपूर का जया शाह से भी व्हाट्सएप चैट हमने दिखाया जिसमें सीबीडी ऑयल की बात हो रही है। लेकिन इसके पहले इंडिया टुडे की टीम पहुंची थी पवाना, जहां पर सुशांत का फार्म हाउस था और वहां पर हमने इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया था। वहां हमें बोटमैन का एक स्टेटमेंट मिला था जो नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो ने रिकॉर्ड किया है। यह बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि बोटमैन का स्टेटमेंट, जिसमें श्रद्धा कपूर, सारा अली खान और तमाम लोगों का नाम है, और इधर श्रद्धा कपूर पर शिकंजा कसने के लिए जो सोर्सेस हमें बता रहे हैं, एनसीबी की टीम अब कल कोर्ट जा रही है। दीपेश सावंत जो सुशांत का मैनेजर है, शौविक जो रिया चक्रवर्ती का भाई है, उनको फिर से बुलाएगी, पूछताछ करेगी। और जितने भी बयान दर्ज हो रहे हैं 67 एनडीपीएस एक्ट में हो रहे हैं, और 67 एनडीपीएस एक्ट का जो बयान है वो कोर्ट में एडमिसेबल होता है। उस आधार पर, उस बयान के आधार पर किसी की गिरफ्तारी नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो की टीम कर सकती है।
Arvind Rahiye mere saath. I once again want to quickly bring in Sushant Mehta for more on the story. So Sushant, not only does this allegedly, because these are only allegations at this stage, not only does this allegedly expose the underbelly of Bollywood, Sushant, is Bollywood seeking to cleanse the system, or do they want to brush it all under the carpet?
Well, you know, Gaurav, it's very, very, very interesting that everyone, all the A-listers, have been so silent. And it's like everybody has now admitted that they are some sort of guilt because of their silence. It's an admission via silence. So everybody's been silent for so long. Some sort of a cowardly act that, you know, Kangana has been attacking everyone, and she's been going after people in the most ludicrous manner as well. But for these stars to have no self-respect and really stand up for themselves speaks volumes. If they have been indulging in illegal activities, if there have been real drug parties, then they have something to worry about, right? And that's what the NCB is probing right now. So now we'll get to know whether Deepika Padukone and some other big A-listers are also involved in this sort of drug racket. Gaurav?
In fact, Sushant, and first you and then Vidya, Jaya Bachchan, rose in the upper house, and she in a way hit out at Ravi Kishan when she said, "Jis thali mein khate hai, usi mein chhed karte hai." But it just appears that this thali really needs to be looked at very, very closely. And it's not just one Kangana Ranaut. There is a Rupa Ganguly, there is a Ravi Kishan, and there are several others who seem to be coming forward seeking investigations into what's happening in Bollywood. Sushant, what's happening, Sushant?
No, Gaurav, we had discussed this earlier when you said that the biggest secret is out, and I told you it's not a secret. The fact that drugs are rampant, it's not like everybody is on drugs, but people are on drugs in Bollywood. But you know, the industry's defense is that is the case with every sort of industry, that you have good people, bad people, you have drug addicts, and you have those who are not on drugs. But the core point over here is Kangana Ranaut being a whistleblower, or the NCB reaching Deepika Padukone or some other big A-listers remains to be proved. But still, Bollywood for the longest time has had a drug problem. It has been emerging. Nobody has taken it seriously. I mean, Kangana is right in saying that Sanjay Dutt to tumhe bada cute lagta hai, who does drugs, and you make movies on him that, oh, I have used every sort of substance, and he's dabbled with his death, or baki log tumhe dikhai nahi dete hain. So that point I agree on. I agree with Kangana that this drug culture, if it exists in the industry, in the bigger circles, it needs to be cleansed. It needs to go, because all of them are big role models for the youngsters, right? And we also need to look at how are these drugs so rampant in society. That is the bigger question. But first, I think Bollywood needs to clean its house, and they have to admit that there is a problem.
Fair enough.
If you don't recognize the problem,
keep tracking that story, Sushant. There is a problem. Yes, absolutely, there is a problem. This time is the effort to root out that problem, and Sushant Mehta, Vidya, Arvind Ojha and India Today's team will remain on top of that story. But for the moment, I want to shift focus, and I want to bring you back to what's happening in Ladakh and how our air warriors are now defending us. The Rafales, the Omni-Roll fighter jets of the Indian Air Force, the state-of-the-art Rafales, were flying over Ladakh skies on a day when India and China are engaged in border talks. It's a big statement being made by India. Look at this image on your television screen. Now, this is an aircraft our country has waited for over a decade and a half. It's finally here, it's flying, and it's not just a familiarization sortie. Now, it's an area domination sortie. It's a statement being made by India. We dominate the skies here. Look at that aircraft, not only flying on its own, but also as part of a bigger package with the Mirage 2000 and its Mika missile and the MiG-29 air superiority fighters. You also had the Su-30s flying in Ladakh, all of which is a big show of strength by the Indian Air Force and our country. The Rafales are tasked to intimidate and dominate, and that's exactly what the Rafales have been doing over Ladakh skies, dominating the airspace. The Rafales have been flying on their own and along with both the Mirage 2000s and their Mika missiles and the MiG-29 air superiority fighters. The message from the Indian Air Force is very clear. India wants peace through dialogue, but in case the adversary has any other plans, the Indian Air Force is ready to intimidate and dominate both offensive and defensive operations. With cameraman Kripal Singh in Leh, Gaurav Sawant for India Today. Quickly want to cut across to India Today's Shiv Arur for more on this. Shiv, so the message is to intimidate and dominate. Is that what's happening on ground?
Well, it was only a matter of time before the Rafale was going to spread its wings over Ladakh, Gaurav. This, after all, is a combat aircraft. It's the most modern one. Let me tell you that even though the Rafale is being sighted now in Ladakh, it's been landing in Leh as well. I can tell you that since the aircraft arrived late in July, there have been many flights where the Rafales have actually flown in Ladakh airspace. They may not have landed in Leh way back at that time, but they've conducted a lot of familiarization operations and flights, since that time. These are active combat air patrols. Many of these flights are with the Rafales, carrying their weaponry as well. There's a lot going on here. The air chief also declared that these, aircraft are good to go. They're ready to go. They've been doing their weapons tests in the Pokhran ranges and also out at sea. So these aircraft are completely ready. So what we're seeing over Ladakh are the Rafale sort of integrating with the rest of the fleet that's already flying combat air patrol missions over Ladakh, not very far from the standoff zone. So the Rafale is very much part of the arsenal now. So you're going to see much more of this in the days and the weeks ahead.
It indeed is, Shiv, for the moment. Many thanks for joining me. More breaking news coming in for over 12 hours. Corps commanders of India and China are engaged in an intense dialogue. Will this dialogue bring de-escalation and ultimately lead to disengagement and de-induction? I quickly want to cut across to our editor defense, Abhishek Bhalla, joining us with the latest. Abhishek, what's cooking? Do we expect disengagement, or will it be like the first 5 rounds of talks? It'll still lead to a very intense standoff on the higher reaches in Ladakh.
Gaurav, one thing is for sure that, the long time that this meeting has taken, it's been over 12, almost 13 hours now. That's exactly how it had panned out in the previous meetings, and the deadlock continued. What officials say is that while it's important that the dialogue has resumed at the military level, but at the same time there's no magic wand, and things might take a little while to settle down. Things have been extremely tense over the last 4.5 months, and the last 21 days, one can say, the scenario has changed, with the Indian forces occupying some crucial mountain heights, and that's the reason why India this time was hoping that the negotiations will be tilted in their favor. The Indian delegation had some new faces, including a Joint Secretary from the Ministry of External Affairs, as well as a Lieutenant General from the Army headquarters.
Yes. Fair enough, Abhishek. Keep tracking that story. I'll come back to you for more. That is all we have time for on this India First special from Ladakh. Many thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.